didn't have a reliable source. And so we were asked to pay money, but again, we were not promised anything. So, and me, when I come here, I don't spend much time here. I just come quickly to see to a project, particular aspect of the project, and then I go. So I wasn't ready to commit a lot of money when nobody has promised you anything. It's like you bring the money and we'll go and lobby to see whether we can get it. And I wasn't about to be cheated that way. I still contacted the people, worked with them, solicited their input on issues, and was ready to pay if they were willing to get us power. But all of that didn't work out.
Hello everyone, I welcome you to Hambeck's Farm TV. This is the show where we discuss everything concerning agriculture. We have great interactions with farmers, the owner of the place and other workers of the place. Before that, let's go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will dive into the real business. Hi everyone, so we are inside a feeding garage with one of the workers, one hard-working worker. He's called Mohammed. Mohammed, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So I know we are already here. So we want you to tell us a bit about your feed.
Okay. All right. So welcome to Easy Poultry City once again, and then this is the feed area or where we prepare our feed. If you speak with any poultry farmer, they will tell you that about 60 to 70% of poultry cost, okay, the cost of doing the whole poultry business is like from the feed area, okay. So there is so much expenditure as far as like feed is concerned, okay. So this is one of the most important areas at Easy Poultry City. In terms of earlier on, I was telling you one unique thing about like our feed here is that we prepare our own feed. Okay, if you go to most poultry farms, they either buy it from Sankofa, Kujis, or other things, but we prepare it on our own using concentrate. Okay, so first I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that we use in preparing the feed, and then I'll take you through the process. Okay, the whole process, how we go about it and everything. Okay, so here we have the soya. Okay, so we have our soya.
Hey, they eat soya.
Yes.
If you might be wondering which soya, this is what we are talking about.
So this is what we call soya bean meal. Okay, soya bean meal. So we use the soya, and then we have wheat bran. So this is wheat bran.
Okay. Can we eat it? Or it's for just the poultry?
Yeah, this one is just for poultry.
Because I was eager to taste.
Okay, so this is wheat bran. So, and then we have maize. So we have our maize here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess this maize is from our own country.
Yeah. I mean,
but like, the other ones are imported.
Well, some of them are imported, okay, and then some are locally sourced. Okay, so yes, the maize is locally sourced.
Okay. And these are actually new things that has nutrients in them.
Exactly.
Very organic.
With poultry farming, okay, unlike other farming, you can't just mix anything and then like give it to the birds. So
meaning you are particular about things
we are
you
very
mix.
particular. I will take you through that like in a few like seconds. Okay, we are particular because even the mixing, we are just not mixing it. Okay, there's a formula, okay, that you use at every stage of the birds. Okay, so when they are young, the grower stage, we have what we give them. They get to the developer stage, we have what we give them. They get to the pre-layer and then the layer stage. Okay, when they are laying, like the nutritional demands is different from like when they are young. Okay, so we don't just I mean, like mix them up. No, no, there's a formula that you follow. Okay, to and then for Easy Poultry City, we have like experts on board. Okay, I'm not an expert. I'm just
You are a
like
good worker.
yeah, I'm just like mixing things. Okay, but we have like veterinary doctors, we have like nutritionists, and then other people like on board. We buy our concentrates from like Kujis. Okay, so we have Kujis like the
Is it in
experts.
country here?
Yeah, Kujis. They are not like a local company, but then yes, they are in Ghana here. Okay, so we buy our concentrates from them, and then they also help us with the whole formulation, like policy. Okay, how to go about it, and then everything. So we have oyster shells here. Let's go.
Which machine is this? This machine, this is where you prepare.
Yeah. So as I indicated earlier on, I will take you through the process. So this is where we pour the maize, okay, before grinding. Okay, so after this, what I'll do is that I will put on the machine, and then we put in the ingredients, and then you see the output. Okay, basically. So we have oyster shells here.
Oyster shells.
Oyster shells.
Like
Okay.
the oyster
So
we know.
this basically gives the birds like calcium. Okay, and then you see the egg that you eat, the shell around the egg. Okay, this is what facilitates that. Okay, yes.
Wow.
So if you don't provide them with this, what it means is that your birds are going to produce, and then the shells are going to be weaker. Okay, but once you give them this, and then the shells become stronger, and then so this is oyster shells.
I mean, on this note, we should keep on clapping for our poultry farmers because they are doing great works. The chickens and then the other birds comes outside, and then we think, oh, this is it, this is, but we don't know what actually goes into it.
Exactly. I mean, a lot goes into it. Okay. I mean, like this is not Fuji's like what you have there.
Yeah.
Okay. We use their concentrate, so
Yeah.
we get the bags.
The bags.
For bagging. Okay.
So the feed is
locally prepared.
yes.
Okay, our own prepared
From
feed.
Easy.
Yes. From Easy.
Okay.
And then I think earlier on you were asking if we sell the feed.
Yeah,
At the moment,
yeah.
no. But then going forward, we are going to go into the selling of the feed.
So we are inside the storage room where most of the raw materials are kept. And I'm still hanging around with Mohammed, because it's getting more and more interesting. So he will teach us or show us where most of the things are kept. He's going to indicate everything because you can see there are a lot of raw materials here. So which one is this?
Okay, so this is the maize that we use in the feed preparation. At every stage of the feed preparation, we use about 50% of like maize in the feed. Okay, so we use a lot of maize. I mean, like we had a lot of maize here, but then as you can see, we are almost running out of maize. So we are making preparations to go and then purchase more.
Do you have farmers who bring you the maize, or
no, we actually go for it? We go and then buy it. So at the moment, we don't have any collaborations with any group to bring us maize. So
are you hoping to have one collaboration with any of the maize farmers?
Yeah, anyone who brings us, like we are open to collaborations. Okay, so anyone who brings us a good deal, why not? We would work with them. Okay, I mean, like, but then emphasis on good deal. Okay. So that's the maize. Now this is wheat brown.
Wheat brown.
Wheat brown. Okay.
But this is also from outside.
Yes, this is also from outside. Okay, so the maize basically provides like energy for the birds. Wheat brown provides like fiber, okay, for the birds. And then we have oyster shells, as I have already explained to you.
Yes, those who like egg.
Yes, so it provides calcium for the birds.
Are they from the country here?
Yeah. This oyster shells, okay. What's the name? Oyster.
Yeah.
Okay. After yes, so they grind it, and then so this is our soybean meal, and then we have our concentrate. Okay, yeah. So
but have there been a situation where most the birds actually don't get access to food because workers are not around? Or they always have food?
Okay, I don't know if you guys will get opportunity to go into the main, cage, okay? But then we operate like an automated system here, okay? Like everything is machine, so we don't really have things like workers are not around or something like that, most of the time. The system has been programmed in such a way that when it is time to feed the birds, automatically the feed comes in and then the machine will start moving around, okay?
That is technology for you. But I think we would love to take a stroll where the beds are too.
Okay, so we didn't have a reliable source, and so we were asked to pay money, but again, we were not promised anything. So, and me, when I come here, I don't spend much time here. I just come quickly to see to a project, particular aspect of the project, and then I go. So I wasn't ready to commit a lot of money when nobody has promised you anything. It's like you bring the money and we'll go and lobby to see whether we can get it. And I wasn't about to be cheated that way. I still contacted the people, worked with them, solicited their input on issues, and was ready to pay if they were willing to get us power. But all of that didn't work out. The closest we came to was that the government had a plan to bring power to the nearest town, Nippenhausen. And as part of that, they were going to add us on so that when they do, we could also get our own transformer and all what have you. And yeah, we were supposed to contribute towards that, even though technically, as a nation who is ready to support development of agriculture, you shouldn't be tasking us to do such things. Because if we are going to use the capital to invest in the basic infrastructure, then when we get the actual capital to do the actual job that we are supposed to do. So that was that has been our challenge up to this point. You want to know how I overcame it?
We will be so glad because looking at how beautiful the outer side has come out, would you be surprised if I tell you this is one of the biggest poultry farms we have seen so far?
Biggest poultry farm you have seen so far?
I mean, in this community.
Yeah. There's a proper saying that say one call will be a food that say one call now we I'm not deceived. I don't think that yes we are. I think I've heard of a few farmers who have like maybe 3-4 times the things that we have. Yeah, this area fine, of course. Yeah. So we are busy, and the sky is our limit. We have a 5-year plan that it's possible we might surpass everybody in Ghana, but for now, I don't think so.
And I'm so glad you said very soon we are going to surprise Ghanaian, and we are so happy we also know you. At least when we see the stuff, yes, this man, we know him. I've been in his office before. We have seen some of the things he does. At least it's so encouraging. So please, how many workers do you have now?
Presently, we can boast of about 30 workers, 30 employees.
How many workers did you have previously?
Previously, as in when, like
when you started.
Oh yeah, I started with obviously when we started, the first thing to do was to put up infrastructures. So we hired, like your masons, your artisans to do the work. But the actual permanent staff, it was me, myself, my wife, and my niece, Rebecca. We were the three who were spearheading the effort. So when I'm not here, which I wasn't here most of the time, It was Wafa and Rebecca who was spearheading the effort. Of course, not when we started the poultry itself, because that was when we were beginning to put up infrastructure. Yeah. But once we got started, we needed hands, so we hired people. I would say actual farm hands started with like maybe five farm hands. Because the first time we brought in about 8,000 to 12,000 beds. That's how we started.
Where do your beds come from?
Where do our beds come from? Our beds have traditionally come from Europe, either Belgium, Netherlands, those two countries.
That's so interesting. I wish I would not end here. I wish I could continue. Can I continue? Can we do more? Are you sure? Because this is getting more and more interesting. So we would love to dive into the egg production, like how their eggs are kept, because we've already spoken about the feeds already, and then it's so interesting. So how do they store their eggs? How many eggs do they produce, the best produce in a week, in a month, probably a year? So we'd love to know.
Hmm. All right, interesting. Um, so presently we are only uh, rearing layers, which is primarily for eggs, right? Um, we have two different kinds of birds, white, of course, and brown. They are all of the same type. They are called lowman. They are lowman classic. Um, we are currently getting about 600 crates of eggs in a day on the average. 600 crates. We intend to increase that level of production to about 3 times that size the initial vision was that by the middle of the year, but as time goes, we reset the expectation. So I think by the end of the year, towards Christmas time, we should be getting about 2,000 crates of eggs in a day. But we are receiving 30,000 birds next week from Belgium, and that will add on to our capacity.
Okay, so in delivering of the eggs, how do you deliver it to your customers? Which shops takes eggs from you? Because I was told China Mall has most of your products.
Okay, um, let's fix that. So our eggs are transported obviously from here to our depot. We used to sell our eggs directly from here, but I mean, as it was growing pains, we didn't want to sell eggs from here directly because it violated our biosecurity concept and everything we stand for. We just didn't have much of an option. But as of now, we have opened up a depot where we transport all our eggs. If you had come earlier, you would have seen a truck going with about 2,000 crates of eggs. So we go to the depot, deliver it there, and we ask all our interested buyers, all our clients to come there and buy from there. Some of the notable customers we have currently is MaxMart. No, MaxMart? Yeah, MaxMart. We also have some, what's it called, Lebanese grocery shops. They also come to buy from us. But those are packaged eggs. They want it to be packaged. Whereas we prefer to sell wholesale. I mean, if we package it, it's more profitable, but we don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of that kind of business. We want somebody else to do that, whereas we focus on the volume production. So yeah, the China Mall is where our depot is located. Okay, so we are not affiliated to China Mall technically in any way. We just are in proximity of the China Mall. Yeah, we share.
Interesting, please. When you want good eggs to buy, you know where I'm recommending to you, right? Just go right to China Mall. Just tell them they'll give you egg. Every good egg comes from Easy Poultry City Limited. Me, I have told you this. I have to, please. Are you on social media?
As in our
Social media
handle, we don't have social media handles currently. Okay. There are a few people who have advertised for us. Like I said, right now, our volumes, we don't even have leftovers by the time the eggs are laid. So we haven't really had the need to really expand our horizon, except that because of my background in computer science, of course, we would have to do that. Right now, we have a website, www.easypoultrycity.com. www.easypoultry. Easy is IZZY, poultrycity.com. I think we have a few handles over there, but as to whether it's actively being monitored or not is another question. In fact, we were originally intending on doing business online. So we have everything set up there where you can order eggs and everything like that. Except that the landscape of Ghana, I don't think it's right for such a market where you can order eggs online and eggs will be delivered for you and things like that. Otherwise, our platform is ready for that as well.
But don't worry, because very soon I'll be part of the committee. I'll be doing the deliveries with my motorbike. You know my motorbike, right? We'll pack the eggs inside. But don't worry, don't worry at all, because we'll be delivering the eggs to those in my area, because there are lots of provision shops around that needs good egg. Not every egg is a good egg. Despite eggs has good nutrient, but not every egg. Good eggs comes from where? Easy Poultry City Limited. This is where time will permit us. I wish you could go into the area where I wanted to ask him if some of the eggs gets broken. What do they do? Is he at a loss, or how do they control those things? But if there's no time, I need to ask my producer. Please, is there more time for us to ask such questions? Okay, so Mr. Director, how do you control broken eggs?
I think I need to send it to where we process our eggs, and that will give you a better understanding. One, that incidence is very low where we get broken eggs. Of course, eggs are very delicate, so obviously a few of them will break, but we've taken a lot of precaution to ensure that we are not encountering broken eggs. We don't pick up our eggs with our hands. We have a conveyor system. It's rather unfortunate my cameras are not working. You would have sat here and watched everything live. So we have a conveyor system. So it breaks the egg, and once it breaks the eggs, we pick it up. We have a sensor which will stop the eggs, or stop it if we are not able to catch up with the picking of the eggs. So the prevalence is very low. It's the human errors, like somebody might have clicked hard on the egg, or we are picking multiple eggs instead of picking one at a time, and one would fall out. But those incidents are not a lot. So, but however, if eggs are broken, I think there are buyers like those who do Indomie, right? So there's always a market for those eggs. It's not a lot. Maybe every day we get like 2, 3, 4 crates of broken eggs, and that's nothing compared to how much we are making.
Wow, this story is so interesting, and I know you have learned a lot, because I have learned a lot. I have really learned a lot. So this is where time will permit us to end our show. Thank you so much for being a part of our show, Mr. Alexander. Thank you so much, because I wish I could come here again for more time with you. But since you hardly come around, don't worry. We'll definitely get access to you. And I'm so glad you really had time for us to share your story. I know this is not all the story. This is a bit of the story. Thank you so much. And I pray that the good Lord will help you increase the territory of this place, so that it will become greater than this. Thank you so much. My name is Adam, and this is still Hambeck's Farm TV. Thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful day.